Welcome. This is the Modern Geek Podcast. Coming at you live. Please subscribe through YouTube or Twitch. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey everybody, this is the Modern Geek, also known as Van Mara. We're going to be doing another unboxing. Today we're going to be specifically unboxing the starter set for Skylanders Superchargers. Grabbed it today, so this is going to be our next installment for Skylanders. This is their fourth game, because they were the first out there. So if you guys have heard in the news or other places of Toys to Life or interactive games, Skylanders were the first guys to do it. And essentially in this genre of games, you basically take figures, such as these, you put them on a base, and you become and play as that character in the game. In the case of Skylanders, it is such as in Disney Infinity, you play the character that you put on the base. What differs Skylanders from some of the other games is it's more of an adventure game, meaning it has more of a story plot. It's linear. You go through, you play missions. There's some other degrees of mini games and other things in there, but for the most part, it's that linear story that you're just gonna play through. And we'll talk more about it as we go. In Superchargers, the specific new feature is the vehicles. So they're going to have both air, land, and sea vehicles, which is what they're adding. Pretty much in every installment, they've added some other kind of mechanic that is toy-based, so a different element. Like the other games, all your old stuff will work with your new stuff. Some of the older stuff may have modified features when you use it with the newer ones, but all of your figures, meaning all the characters that you've collected, they're going to work throughout. This is the front of the box, and you can see there we have that kind of crazy vehicle thing, and from the box you can see a couple of things that are already out there. So Hot Streak, which is the name of the vehicle, and Spitfire, which is the name of the Skylander that pilots that vehicle. And then we have Super Shot Stealth Elf, which is pretty cool. And then you can see on the bottom, I'll just have everybody take a close look at that. It says choose your Skylander, place them on the new Portal of Power, bring to life in the video game. And the Portal of Power is their version of Portal, or Disney Infinity. We usually call it the Disney Infinity base. They call it a Portal of Power. Pretty cool. And then starter pack. On the side there, it tells you kind of what it comes with. So we're going to be getting the collector poster, which usually shows you the new roster of characters to collect for that game, the video game itself, the newer Portal of Power, and then 3 Skylander figures are going to be in the starter set. And then you can see there a little blurb about the game, and basically Superchargers combo, which is basically Skylander and vehicle. And we'll read that. It's going to be Skylands is in peril. Chaos has unleashed the most evil weapon yet. The Doom Station of ultimate destruction, which all Skylanders on the verge of collapse. A special team collected Superchargers has assembled a pilot assembled to pilot an unstoppable fleet of incredible vehicles. Now you and your Superchargers must embark on an epic adventure over land, undersea, and through the sky to stop chaos and save Skylands. So as the other games have been, basically the newer guys are a special trained unit that know how to do different things. Features, so it's kind of running us through what we're getting here. So new Portal of Power, powerful Supercharger Skylanders, dynamic Skylander vehicles, land, sea, and sky type vehicles, so we'll talk more about that in a minute. New online multiplayer race and co-op modes. So I have to say, out of all the things that I think are the biggest right off the bat out of the box, is the fact that Skylanders, unlike Disney Infinity and unlike other platforms, Amiibo I'm going to kind of leave out of this because Amiibo is a Toy to Life game, but it's a very different concept. Because Disney Infinity kind of came later, they were able to integrate kind of an online element to it. For Skylanders, it's never been able to be played co-op and online. So they've actually worked that in now, so people can not only play at home together, but also online together, which is pretty cool. So it brings a different dynamic to Skylands and to Skylanders in general. And then we have 3 types of vehicles. It kind of gives you just a bigger shot of that. And then it gives you kind of a glance at a little bit of the roster. I'm just going to pan the box there. Give you guys a better view of that. So what's really cool, it kind of goes through 40 plus Skylanders and vehicles to collect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20 of them right there. At the moment, not all of the 20 that are on the back of this box are out, but that's 20. So obviously it leaves 20 more things to collect. All Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, Skylanders Giants, Skylanders Swap Force, Skylanders Trap Team, and Skylanders Supercharger toys work in Skylanders Supercharger game. And then you can see here, 1 to 2 players, 2 to 4 network players, online play optional, remote play. Not too bad, not too shabby. And then also available, which I will say, I was able to snag this guy, which we'll talk more in another video. I did not see that combo pack. So that's kind of interesting. Expand your gameplay experience. So that's kind of cool. I think they should sell combo packs where they have the vehicle and the rider, but they didn't necessarily do that this time around. All right, well, without further ado, I think I gave a good enough spiel. Let's get this sucker open. I mean, box-wise, they have been pretty cool. I was gonna say, if you guys check out my launch day videos, I actually have an unboxing in there. Bear with me, the part 2 got up there, but the part 2 did not, the part 1 did not, so I have to get that up on the web. Let's see what we got. Alright, no surprises there. Just kind of see everything in the box. So we got our characters, the new portal. So, let's see what this portal is. And obviously the game was underneath it. Okay. I'm going to do this in sections, so I can do it. So, first off, we got a new portal of power. So something I noticed with that, so obviously, big difference, big area. I'm sure they had to do that because with the vehicles and the figures, and then another element which they call trophies. There's just a lot going on here, especially if you got 2 people playing. So I think they went for just a big sensor area, which makes a lot of sense. It obviously looks like an engine block since we're into racing and other stuff. Still wired, of course, for the PS4 version, which is the one I'm opening up. It does have a slot for traps, which is cool. The traps actually give special abilities to the vehicles, give you special weapons, so that's kind of cool. Awesome. Then we have, of course, try to show you guys. The poster's kind of big, but of course we have the collector poster of all your Skylanders. Notably, for the most part, all of the ones on here. So we're all 20 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18 things here, which means if we doubled 18, that's a lot more than 20. If we doubled 18, we're slightly shy of the 40 to collect, unless they're counting the trophies from the sets, and I'll talk a little bit more about those in a minute, a little bit. But pretty cool. I'm definitely liking the Double Dare Trigger Happy. I think that's gonna be an awesome figure. Thrill Petty, which looks pretty cool. Big Bubble Pop Fizz. I'm a huge Pop Fizz fan. I bought every one of his incarnations. So I'm there. I'm a big fan of his. So we got a poster. We also got this pack of cards. Instructions on how to correctly install your Portal of Power. The game. Now, funny enough, this happened with the DS version. The games aren't wrapped in cellophane anymore. So, one of the things I noticed is it's very, very obvious that you got the game with the starter set, so you can't trade the game in separately like I did with the previous version. So, they're starting to make it so you can't trade in those things to make some resale value off the game. I'm noticing that. I will say they are, from opening up the DS version and opening up the PS4 version, it was much easier to get the figures out of here. And then we have, of course, Super Shot Stealth Elf. Paint's pretty good. I have an issue in general with the paint jobs on these. I think they're not done as well. You can kind of see on Stealth Elf, if it'll go into focus, just the edges are not really refined, so I feel like these were rushed a little bit more. Still like the poses and the figures themselves, but I think the paint looks a little cheap. I think he looks a little better, so this is, I'm getting used to the names. Spitfire. Spitfire, I think he looks a lot nicer. So you can tell I feel like they spent more time because he's kind of the iconic figure of the starter set. So he looks a lot better. And then his racer. So in general, I thought I was going to be a little more apprehensively against the vehicles. I think it's a missed opportunity that you can't just put the Skylander in the vehicle, but I understand they probably would have to make the vehicles much larger, and that would also make the base much larger. But I like the fact that they're toys. So what's cool about the vehicles that I've noticed so far, and you can see the detail on this, which is, you know, again, paint's very good. They definitely took a lot of time on the vehicles. The vehicles are a lot higher quality, but I like that they're just kind of toys. So like, you know, these, you know, the base has that reader, it has that chip in it. You can most of the time see it through there. In the case of some of the other ones, you can't, which is kind of cool. But with these, they just look like unobserving toys, and you literally are just going to put them on something and it's going to come to life. And that's kind of more magical to me. It kind of sums up the whole idea of the toy to life concept a little bit more for kids. So I really, really think that that's cool. And I like the vehicles. They're cool. I'll probably just put the vehicles away though. I like displaying the figures, but I don't know if I'm going to display the vehicles. Maybe the Nintendo one I will. Now these cards, I opened up the DS version, and it's Battlecast, which it looks like if we look at the pack, if you go to Skylanders.com/download, I think you can download this game, and it's, what it seems to be is an interactive card game, which is pretty cool, which has, I think, taken in some ways the place. Yeah. So I got the same two cards. So even when you buy the Wii version or the DS version, probably should have kept this sealed because of that. I could have used the other cards from the other set to show them. They look more like traditional trading cards. And if we look here, this is the instruction card for it, and it says, use these cards to bring your Skylanders to life in a whole new way. Download the free Skylanders Battlecast app. So I'm going to try to have some gameplay of this. But you can see the cards are really nice. They got some really nice artwork on them. It looks like the Skystone Smash cards, but like in card form. And I said that was always a missed opportunity. They introduced Skystone Smash. They should have introduced physical cards and made kind of a trading card game. I know I would find that fun, and it would bring another element, because then a lot of the characters you don't have figures for could be like embodied in it. So I'm looking forward to playing with this, which is kind of cool. And it looks like, so he has, I'm guessing 50 attack, and it's probably his health. And then it says Spitfire Skylander Nitro Blast deals 4 damage to active enemy. And then we have Stealth Super Shot Stealth Elf, and it says Enchanted Blades get 20 plus 20 attack until the end of your next turn. So kind of interesting, kind of cool. In general, pretty awesome. So I'm looking forward to jumping to the game. Lots of cool stuff. Looks like some card elements, vehicle elements, just all kinds of different stuff for the new one. And I kind of dig this, because then we can get kind of cool artwork and stuff, and I think that could be a very nice way, since they have ventured into, with IDW, with some of the comic book stuff. I think that's kind of a natural progression and pretty good. Alright, well, take care, guys. We'll see you at the next video, and stay tuned. I'll have more Skylanders Supercharger stuff up there. You could always subscribe to us on YouTube for more unboxing videos and reviews. We got live gameplay on Twitch, and you can also get us on Modern Geek on Facebook to see all general news on all the things, whether it be Disney, as you can see from that one, Marvel, DC, and all across the board of the world of pop culture and geeky stuff. Alright, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.